Hello pandas of the internet, my name is Panda-chan. I am a full-time artist-ish, a part-time cosplayer, and a total dumbass, but not as much as the main character of today's story. As a player who is new to D&D, but not new to TTRPGs, kills an NPC and a whole town because he had poor insight. So if you're ready for this horror story, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. This RPG horror story was submitted by Segs1. Pushed out for derailing. Contains spoilers about the second floor of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Right at the start of the second floor in Dungeons of the Mad Mage, you get greeted by a non-hostile goblin community, the boss of which is called Yak. Yak is a human that was born goblin. The GM specifies that this goblin community follows the orders of Yak because he is the tallest and the strongest. We were about to leave the area after a bit of role-playing when a bugbear tells us that we have to greet the boss. To avoid unnecessary fighting, we comply. We enter Yak's room. There's him, some goblin servants, bugbear guards, and a caged dwarf, the last of which received the worst treatment a dwarf can receive according to their lore. He has been clean-shaven. Along our group, there's a revenant we picked up in the previous dungeon that we promised to help with revenge. The dwarf is one of his targets. While the rest of my party blocks the revenant that wants to go for the kill, I question the dwarf. I know the revenant cannot lie about this, but my character doesn't, and I don't want to metagame it. Being a dwarf myself, I want to hear his version. The GM replies that he cannot answer because he is gagged, so I ask simple yes or no questions. Are you responsible for the revenant's death? The dwarf shakily answers no. I roll insight. 6. The GM. You think he's telling the truth? I ask Yak. Why is he caged and humiliated? Yak. He tried to steal from our market. Me to the dwarf. Is this true? The dwarf shakily answers no. I roll insight. 5. With cold thoughts, I could have taken those answers as obvious lies and not rolling. I wasn't forced to. Cleric, would you accept an exchange of dwarves? His plan was to free me later. Yak, sure, I'm starting to enjoy shaving dwarves. So, I'm lawful good, thinking a fellow dwarf is unjustifiably caged, and Yak has even threatened to shave me too. I don't want to start a fight with all the goblin community, and I'm thinking that if I manage to kill Yak, they will stop. So I attack him. My party doesn't join, and I don't blame them. I have a beef with him, not them. At this point, the GM doesn't want to kill me, and orders a bugbear to grab me. I don't know how strong this guy is. I assume Yak. But at this point, I am even willing to let my character die for his ideal, and making a new one if that happens. I tell the GM I'm going through with this. I attack Yak a second time, and he dies. What? For that, the GM wants me dead. All the bugbears get ready to fight, and he informs me that all the goblins we previously encountered will arrive shortly. I ask why. They are goblins. I should be their leader now. Wizard. He told you they follow Yak because he was previously a goblin. They won't follow you. Me. Oh, you're right. I forgot he told us that. This is not a case of player wanting an army. I don't care for the goblins. I would have abandoned them to themselves. I just wanted to kill Yak. I was expecting at least their surrender because they were following a guy for the only reason of him being strong and terrifying, and I killed him in just 12 seconds. The GM is visibly upset now and still wants to kill my character. So let's see how many I bring along. My GM is new to DMing. I'm a role player by more than 10 years, but new to D&D, so I wasn't expecting how strong my character was or how weak those enemies were. Not only was I surviving, I was crushing them. So my GM decides to use his superpower, and a hellish jar appears to kill me, the adventure's final boss. Me: that's not a problem. A character dying is just part of the game. You're punishing me with something I don't find upsetting, said during the fight before the hellish jar appeared. GM: it's not right. You should get attached to your character. The right answer didn't strike my mind at the time, but I do feel attached to all my characters. I keep all my previous character sheets in a folder and all my previous character minis painted on a shelf, in chronological order, which are just 4 since we started D&D this year, and none of them died in combat. I feel more proud of this character that died for his feelings, beliefs, than all the others that won their respective campaign / one-shot. We decided to end the session but not the evening. One other player didn't like how I played, but the GM was the only one visibly mad and the only one who raised his voice that day. I did not lose any friends. We moved on to board games for the rest of the evening. GM doesn't want me at his D&D table anymore, but doesn't have any problems hanging out with me or playing anything else. As a last note, I want to say that the only consequence for derailing or doing something risky for your character should be just your character dying, and not hearing "it's better if you don't come anymore," which I take as something said by Chest at the moment. TLDR posted by Snoop Dogg Hunts 4295. Player goes lawful stupid, despite the fact that his party did not want to fight the leader of a goblin community for the heinous crime of punishing a criminal dwarf by shaving their beard clean and caging them. Player fights them anyways, kills them quickly, assumes because he killed the leader he is the leader now, then proceeds to slaughter the community of goblins who want to kill him for killing the leader of their town. DM kills the character with the adventure's final boss, who knows how they know, and is eventually told at the end of the evening that it is better if they don't play D&D with the group anymore, but that they don't mind being friends. Then proceeds to say that there shouldn't be any consequences for derailment other than character death. TLDR 2, lawful stupid player, meets with the same problem as every other disruptive player, being kicked out. I know metagaming is not the best. It might be frowned upon, but in this situation, you could have skewed your response through the lens of what you know. The whole situation spiraled out of control because of a bad insight check, and all of it could have been avoided if you took a bit longer to roleplay or decide what to do as a party. I'm sorry that you lost your D&D group, OP, but it's kind of your own fault. I hope you learn from this and improve, and I wish you luck in your next game. I hope, as always, that OP finds a group with a better fit for them. With that, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment telling me what your favorite small race in D&D is. I personally love goblins. But with that being said, I will see you all next time.